Fire in the pit barrel hole. Let's cook some ribs. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome once again to my barbecue pit. Today I'm doing something I haven't done in a long time. We're going to cook some, we've got 2 racks of baby back ribs. I've removed the membrane from the bone side of the ribs, and I cranked up my pit barrel cooker. We're going to cook these in the pit barrel, which I haven't used in maybe 2 years. Let me tell you what, last time I bought baby back ribs, I paid $7.95 a rack for each one. This time, $12.95 a rack. That's how much ribs have inflated in price. Anyway, we got a brand new bottle of Sang stir fry oil. I'm always happy when I got a brand new bottle of this stuff. We're gonna put that on there, on the ribs, paint that on there. That's my binder. It's my go-to binder for barbecue. Paint on some Sang stir fry oil on 2 racks of ribs. One rack is smaller than the other. They both cost about the same amount of money though. Get my brush here. And I've got some rub to put on them. This is Big Papa's seasoning for beef, pork, chicken, vegetables. Big Papa's all-purpose rub that I got from my buddy Rob, the poor guy, sent me this. And it's a really nice barbecue rub. I really like it a lot. And I've used it a few times now. I'm gonna get my ribs rubbed down. I'm gonna do both sides of the ribs, of course, but we're gonna do the back side first. All the edges of the ribs with some Big Papa's barbecue rub. It's a nice rub. It's got everything you could want in a rub. It has a little bit of sugar in it, but that's not gonna deter us today because we're cooking ribs, no big deal. Get these ribs rubbed down. Not bad at all. Nice rub from Big Papa's Rubs. I'll put a link in the description if I can for Big Papa's Rubs. I'm not sure, how their e-store is set up or if it's working well or not. But anyway, let me get them flipped over and rub the other side, and then we'll hook them up and get them in the pit barrel, and I'll show you what that looks like. They got to sit in the pit barrel for 3 hours. That's initially 3 hours, and then we'll have to get them out of there and wrap them for 2 hours, and then 1 hour sauce. That's what they call the 3-2-1 method. Anyway, let me get my ribs rubbed up and hooked in the pit barrel, and I'll bring you right back after we get that done. Stay tuned. Okay, I got my ribs rubbed down, got them in the pit barrel, and I've got some cherry wood down there making some smoke, and they're just got to sit in there for 3 hours, and then we'll come back and we'll wrap them, and we'll cook them for 2 more hours, and then we'll sauce them and cook them for the last hour. That's your 3-2-1 method for ribs. The pit barrel cooker is a rib cooking machine. You could cook 6 racks of ribs in this thing, no problem. I've only got 2 for today. And like I said, I've got some cherry wood in there for smoke. It's starting to smoke now. And all we can do is let that run for 3 hours, and we'll come back when that's ready to be wrapped. So stay tuned. All right, the ribs have been in the smoke for 3 hours. It's time to get them out of the pit barrel and wrap them. And don't they look delicious? Got to get this hook out of there. Won't be using that anymore. Get our hook out. Get our ribs on the butcher paper. Slide it over a little bit. Get it centered up on that paper. Take this glove off. Set that over there. Then I have some butter, pats of butter that we're going to put on our ribs. Take a stick of butter for each rack of ribs. Drop some butter on there. About that much butter. That should do it. Set our butter aside. And I have some honey. Raw orange blossom honey. We're going to drizzle that on there. Drizzle on some honey. Just like that. Oh yeah. I need to put the cover back on the pit barrel before I get too much of a flare up. Orange blossom honey. Then I have some brown sugar. Just a little bit of brown sugar. Sprinkle on the ribs. Sprinkle some brown sugar on there. That's the small rack. Don't need a lot, just a little bit of brown sugar. Set that aside. Okay, now we'll wrap these up. Wrap them up in this butcher paper tightly, tight as I can get it. Fold it over this way. Fold it over this way. There you go. All right, my ribs are wrapped. I can get them back in the pit barrel for 2 hours. Then when they're done, we can sauce them, and it's almost time to eat and drink a beer, so stay tuned. All right, the ribs have been in the pit barrel for an additional 2 hours. It's time to get them out of that paper and sauce them. Sauce them up. Get the paper off of there. Like hot paper. Get that out of here. Oh man, they're looking good, I'll tell you. I need something to grab them with though. Crap, stay tuned. All right, talk about being ill prepared. Let's get these turned around here. Looking pretty good, huh? Looking pretty smoked up. Let's get that other piece of paper off of there. Oh yeah. Let all that butter get down in there. Take a bunch of fire. Fire and smoke. That's what it's about. Get that other one turned around. All right. Yeah, all we're gonna do now is sauce these puppies up. We got some Blues Hog Raspberry Chipotle, one of my favorite barbecue sauces. I'm gonna get that on there. Blues Hog Raspberry Chipotle. Slather some of that on there. Got quite a fire going down there in the pit barrel. So I don't know how long these are gonna I don't know how long I'm gonna leave them in there like that. But we're gonna baste them with that raspberry chipotle sauce. And they're looking good, I gotta tell you. Get them sauced up. Okay. They're supposed to stay in there another hour, but I don't know with all that fire going on if we can do that. But yeah, we'll get them sauced up, we'll get them cut apart and plate them up. It'll be time to drink a beer and take a taste. So stay tuned. It is pouring rain here in South Florida. Lucky for me, I'm going to this cover here. There's the Frosty Root Boy mug, star of the show, and my throat is dry. Here's today's beer, Arrogant Bastard Ale, from the, who's this? Brewed by Arrogant Bastard Ale, I guess. 7.2 alcohol. That should calm me down. What do you think? I think it's like an IPA. I think I've had this before. I'm not sure. No, it's not an IPA. It's dark. Very dark. Wow, it's really raining. It's pouring rain. Oh yeah. That's a beauty. That's a beautiful ale right there. 7.2 alcohol. All right, you can stop raining now. Let's quaff the froth off of that before I get wet. Ah, that's delicious. Can you see how dark that is? That's a dark ale. Arrogant Bastard. That's a good one. You gotta remember that one. Now let me turn the camera around and I'll get some of this ribs in my mouth. Stay tuned. All right, my ribs are done. How do they look? I don't want to hold this whole plate up in front of the camera, do I? Oh yeah, looking good. I got one cut off myself right here, so it's not too hot to eat. Got a good smoke ring on that puppy, and it's tender as can be. I love baby backs because they got mild meat on. Ah, so tender. Perfect bite. Perfect. The pit barrel cooker knows how to make ribs every time. Let me tell you what. Ah, that's delicious. That is so good. I gotta tell you. Let me get a quaff of this. Ah, that's a good beer too. I need a napkin. Wow. Babies, it's been a while since we did ribs, but I'm very happy with how these came out. Can't stop eating it. And they're not exactly falling off the bone, but that's a clean bone right there. Let me tell you what. That raspberry, sorry, I'm talking my mouth full. That raspberry chipotle sauce is really good. That Big Papa's rub is good. Check out Big Papa in the description. Check out my buddy Rob right there in the iCard. You know what I always say, babies. I say, if you like this crap, please subscribe. If you don't, go up and see Rob in the iCard. Come back next week. We may not cook anything good, but we will drink a beer. Bye!